this feeling that we had before the lunch break. So maybe to continue where we were, do the same thing. Just lean into the structure of Naga as Naga receive it, and keep on leaning into it. Yes, and soft, soft. Ukumi, when you're standing, why would you take ukumi at this point when you're in this position? Because it's easy to stand, especially when it's slower or it's easy to just stand. So why would you take it? So if I go to you and you do it slowly and we do the technique, yeah. And here, it's this ideal moment to say, oh, I'm stable, and you push down, which you don't want to do, of course. Explain a lot about it, but it's not working. So why would I take ukumi at this point? And there's many reasons, but one thing in particular I want to look at now. Why I can resist it easily, especially when it's slow like this. But why do I want to take ukumi also when it's slow? And then I don't like Aikido as a martial art, which it isn't. It is what it basically it isn't. It's more a Buddha. But think from martial art, martial perspective. Why don't you want to stand like this here when someone is standing here? Yeah, exactly. You're really sitting duck. Like, oh, that's easy. The target is sitting still, so I can really aim. He's standing here like. There's so many things you can do, but we forgot about it because we're practicing so long. Only maybe when you meet another style that really has those things, and all of a sudden, oh, I have to be on. So it really he wants to escape. Sensei explained like escape. It's not really like the fight-flee response, but to keep yourself safe. Like ninja, so I'm gone. You know, with the ball, the smoke, and gone. A little bit like that. And he had also practices like that with sword. You have to come through him, then with sword and like that, boom, and then you have to come back. It's a practice like that's what it is. It's like a sword is coming. So here he attacks me, and then I attack him. Right? If I want to, but we do normally like a hand is here to the center. So it's with ki. Right? If I translate it in an attack, it's easy to attack him. Right? So here, or this, but maybe his unbendable arm doesn't work. Right? So there's so many things. So when you do this basic training and you resist these positions, it's like quite silly. And you have no clue what you're doing. Right? No, it's easy to, like this, it's also a good one. Shionaga, he stands like this. And now he's resisting. Well, this is the best position to really start resisting. Right? You want to get out of it. You can go on, try. What Sensei did is an exercise, it's here. When I go down, right? It was a little late still, right?
Yeah. You can see it says notion been broken more times.
Last practice 2 weeks ago. So when I'm here, up, and go down, this is a practice. So at some point in the whole movement, it's like, okay, I need to step out. I go out and I come back again and I lean into the structure and okay, I step out. But I don't step out like, everything's gone. I step out, connected, ready to come back, right? So the connection is still the same, like with your intention. So maybe if you, and advanced Aikido are even more often like that. they start like this, and then the beginner is like, and he says, yeah, but you have to do this, you have to do that. Oh yeah, and then I go, I'm not so. Don't do that too often. If someone doesn't know it so well, he does something, I don't know how to do it wrong, just go with it. Oh, that works. And then you start shaping. Oh, you made the whole thing in this here. Oh, yeah, and bend this. And you, so, I don't know, the other hand. Right, so build it up. But he's helping me now. But he's resisting. But you have to do more this and that. Basically, I'm feeling, I cannot do it, it's tough. And how can I move him? So don't do it. Yeah. We had a moment in time in our dojo that we were a little bit like that, yeah. 80% Atumi or something, 70, that's what the sensei said, right? That's it. It's like you can do it 70% of the time, you can do Atumi. But we never do it, it's just not in our style. There are many options to do Atumi, like on different moments, different areas. Another thing is when you grab, stand like this, it's the same, we did it together, right, when you're up. But Aikido is not attacking like this. But it is, we normally do it, everybody does it, right? We stand like this, quite firm, and let's move me. But Aikido is like this, he offers, I hold it, to do something, right? If I get this, it's not, oh, what's going to do? Then he punched me. This is why I'm attacking him. If I go to the back, it's not to stand here, to do something. So I didn't realize it also in the beginning when I was doing Aikido, but at some point, since they came in, like, they're like, ooh, martial, I understand. Yeah. I did some other martial arts when I was younger, like, yeah. But then it's, when I do these other martial art parts, like, you really want to, that's not it. But just make sure that the other one realizes, when you do Katadori, he's not like this. Because why should you do this? Oh wait, like how long are you going to hold me if he's friendly? For example, but yeah, his arm will get tired and sleepy at some point, and yeah, what? Right? But, so if you do this and you pull back, yes, exactly, and now again. This is what I want. I want to do it at this moment, right? I need to be there, but this is hopefully the end of the day tomorrow, right? So when you feel this intention, that's where you work. But if I'm too late, if you that's impossible. Okay, you go on, right? You get the feeling. I feel it too. All right, we're going on. But let's do it step by step. He gives energy to me. For example, if he leans into me, so there's an energy coming in this direction, right? I'm receiving it, it's in my structure, so okay. Now I rotate my axis. You see, that's what I'm doing. So if I lean into you, I give this energy, and if you rotate the X, but you're stepping now away from me, you see?
Yeah.
So I need to receive, just understand this mechanical thing. I need to receive this energy, and when I receive it, I rotate my X. And now he's pushing this direction, so lean into me. See, then he starts to move. This is what you're always doing in Aikido. This is what is better to do. Because what I was looking at just now was, he's not leaning in my structure, so I'm just separately from going. This has no effect on him. So he's not leaning in my structure, and I'm not rotating my X. Right? X, so I need to lean in me, and I need this leaning feeling inside me. And now my X is rotating. If I go, I change it, something happens. You go with it, if you disconnect. So I come, I lean. Don't go away, just rotate your axis. I want to show you from the perspective. And now whatever you do with your X, I'm leaning into it. See? Because I'm in your axis, everything you do, every rotation has an effect on me. I don't know if Pete Kelly is really, he got this really clear, like point on the rotation will blah 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 something. So this, I think you had better words for it. So when here's an X and I lean on it and it starts to rotate, it will have an effect on me, right? So if you rotate, it doesn't go away from me. You don't receive my energy. You will be like this also in a few minutes. So that's a good example. I'm in this structure and you need my weight, this feeling of me, you need to move to it. Yes, exactly. This is Aikido. Here, this happens, turn. This happens, I'm not pushing into him anymore. You see? Again, if I keep this connection and he moves, I have no choice. You know what I mean? If he comes in, it turns, you will be projected in this direction. You understand? If he would come like he bounces on me and it goes there, see, there's no connection. Did you see? His hand moved, but this was nothing. This means like, okay, you take my hand and do what you want with it. I'm not giving myself, I give only my hand. I come to you, receive it, and turn. I have no choice to do. Only when I attack like this, and you turn. It's like really dangerous. If I'm doing this and you give the hand but you're not there, you see, you were really late and your emergency system said, well, I really have to go down now because it's really painful. But if you come to me, no emergency system is really soft. You feel it. So, and that's all we do. But then in so many angles, it's like all these different, like showman. You see, I'm rotating, I'm receiving and rotating. He bounced off me and he came back, but I don't know if you see it, but it's a really strong feeling. Here, I receive it and I rotate. See? This was the intellectual part, so I hope you understand. Like this, I need to receive this energy, I need to be filled with this energy, and when it's connected, I move myself, and then everything moves. Uke needs to be attacking always, like we were just practicing. But Naga needs to stay full, needs to receive it completely. So that's a good practice. If you just keep it, maybe the same exercise that's easy. You don't have to focus on technique. In me. Now you're pulling your arm, but just lean in me. Yes. More. Keep on doing it. And I need this connection. I cannot go away from it. My mind said I want to go faster, but I felt I will lose him. So I cannot go fast. It depends on Uke how fast you go. If he comes, of course I can. Ah, that's nice. I forced him really. I was the aggressor now. But you know how many Aikido away maybe. But it's not, I need to receive it, and I can go as fast as he's allowing. Yes. And then in the end, I don't know if it works for now, but if you come full force and full extension inside me, it's difficult. But this is where you're going. Did you feel like?
There were some emergency systems.
But it's,
Ukemi now.
and normally at the end of the class we do this and it's quite easy because your ukemi skills are really on, like you're really on. But if you just, Mariama Sensei said and O Sensei said, Mariama come. And he had no idea how to attack. He didn't say showman or monasty or. So we just went full force towards him and then see what happens. But this dedication, I'm full force, I'm going to you. That's my only focus. It was like to the side. But that's what I want. I want that as a naga. So if you come full force, you come in me. Yes. And now it was like,
Yeah, I was.
and then I could, right? So, you come full inside. Yes. Now also you saw like the hesitation in the beginning. So
Yeah.
come on. You wanna destroy. But this just to show a little bit how this connection is in that area, but receive, go here, receive. And need to be, the object will need to be under rotation. And now it's going slow, but let it go, it's more easy. More easy. And I'm not moving him, I'm just changing directions. I'm changing this direction, I'm changing this direction, changing this direction. So when he's pushing into me and I go like this, he will go up. If he's pushing into me and I do like this, he will go down. So I'm not forcing him up or down. It's not like this. I force him down and then I force him up. But here nothing else happens. Right? I want being lead. Now I rotate down. I rotate up. See? And I rotate down. I can extend my arm more, but it's basically this. Right? These things are. So let's try it at first, like leaning from the side into the other one, and relax. I lean into it. I'm stable, and he's slowly rotating his axis, and then see what happens. Get this feeling. This side. Leaning into me, he's rotating his axis. Don't go away. You see, you didn't take in my energy, my yes. Now you work. Yes. Okay. That's when he comes, that's what I want. When he comes, I want to take it in my structure. Okay? I just rotated this with him connected. Did you understand what I just did? That's good. So, here, up, down. I'm just moving this. But as long as he's connecting and I'm allowing it to come in, then it will have effect. If I do this, not so much. So he's on me here, this, and he chooses a way to be safe. Een goed worden. Play with it, lean on it, receive it, and get that feeling. Yes. Interaction at some points with you and with you guys, like pushing, and then there was not enough, and then Paul said was a good direction we were exploring, like, oh, I don't feel so much, it's a little bit less, so I go forward to picking up to get this, to take out the slack. That's not the best way to do it, right? And then you also gave the answer, like, if someone doesn't want to connect, why should I go there to connect to him? Then it's close to being aggressor, or right? You just have to wait until he really wants to attack, really connect, and then I rotate myself. See? And the other thing we also you were saying, like when pushing, and go forward first and then do. We were kind of chewing on it, and then it's also it's duality. I am pushing against him, then you're already lost. It's not Aiki. Aiki is being at one with Ki. Being at one, not becoming one. with key. So two things try to harmonize. That's not it. I don't think it's even possible. I think when you sing with a group, it becomes really close, but you can never become really one. If you have this mindset that you are one, then something else comes out. So if I'm going forward, push against him, it's still duality. He's coming in my structure, I receive it, and I move myself. So I'm moving myself, nothing towards him. Right? The only thing I need is his full dedication, his full connection, his intent to come to receive this misogia. Now, for example, if you're here, and this point, this is also rotating. You can do with your underarm, like open your hand and close your hand. And here it's rotating, right? So the bones inside are rotating. Can you imagine if you just force, I'm opening it up, go here and I close it. He's the object under rotation. Just show another example, not the axis, but this axis. So you don't give me energy, I'm opening up, go up and rotate. You see even this also, and then let's not make too difficult, but everything is rotating inside. But and when he touches to me and I rotate everything, then you get this kind of effect. And let's make it smaller, right? So you can see how well his ukumi is, how well he's connecting. And of course I'm paying him to do whatever I ask.
That's because of his belly.
Yeah.
It's all money.
So, but it's a skill. It's a skill you can develop, and I know he loves misogi. So he's really used to the feeling, and I'm eager when you open your hand. He's eager to get this experience. It's really what he likes. Right? He's really sensitive to it. He keeps his balance, so that's no problem. For example, if he's rotating his underarm, and I do like this, if he just rotates in the spot, no effect. I'm just doing this. It's not. But if I connect everything, he rotates. I need to have this feeling and this whole connection in my body that everything is under that effect, and I can handle it without losing balance. But for now, down, up, and then you rotate underarm. It's very simple. Do again. These bones. This twist, and when something is pushing it, that's all. It's a really nice feeling also. When you come, open, nice feeling. Now he's going in theater mode, so we lost connection. I felt this, and then I just saw a smiling face, and then it moved. So now there was there was ego in between. So it's direct effect. Yeah, please try it. If you do the same attack, you make this movement here, here. So that goes to the Kokudachi. You see what's happening first. I go here, but his structure is still leaning into me. Don't push too much against me. So stay safe. Leaning into my structure, continue. Down, I'm rotating this, I'm rotating up, and now crunches. No, right? He pushes against my structure, and I'm rotating. See? So I'm not forcing. You can do it Sankyo in a moment. Let's do it step by step, because Sankyo is like a rough, right? often. You said it, what I was trying to express, yes. So he's leaning into me, but with unbendable arms, so he's leaning into me, and I'm rotating my axis. But there's nothing happening here, it's not painful. Who had pain with Sankyo ever in his life? Everybody, right? Only not the people who never did it, but the rest did. Yeah, I know. So we were playing with this, I think last week. And I thought, if you're really leaning in my structure, then it's not this. I'm not going to be. Then this is rotating. That's not the point. He's rotating in my structure, and I'm just rotating my structure. So no problem for him. The same with Kotagaishi, like we're going to do now. He is leaning in my structure. So at this point, I was opening up. Now I'm closing down, opening up, closing down. If I'm really looking at it still, you allowed, I have to force you a little bit. Right? So really with everything. So this doesn't move separate from this. Everything is connected. You're leaning in my structure, open and close. See? Yeah. Maybe for the opening and closing of this part, if you stand up, like this tandem ball and this tandem ball, this one is rotating this direction, so this, if you exaggerate it, right? If to practice, I can rotate this side, 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 any side, there. Who knows the exercise, like turning around, like we did all that for a circle, right? To be able to move your tandem ball. So at this moment, for opening, let's say opening, I'm rotating this direction, this, and this one, this direction. So you get both opening. And now I rotate the other side, closing, open, close. This is what you do inside. Well, you can do a lot more, but this is an option to use for internal movement. Rotating force on you, you open it up, so it will go in this direction. Then it's here, and you rotate in, and it goes in this direction. But I didn't move it in that direction, I just changed my own posture. So this. In the beginning I was showing this exercise, right? Rotating this way and closing. Okay, let's keep it simple. If anything is possible. Yeah. So, with the guys here, let's do from the beginning. First here, leaning my structure, one, closing, opening, close. That's as easy as it looks. This one is very easy. So now also that posteriori and then this rotation, rotate. So that's all. You want to see more or? But I think you get it now. So
Maybe a
here.
little bit fast.
It doesn't allow it. If you don't fast it. Open, close. And do you see it's not like this? Sound says it all, right? Sound was the expression of I'm pushing him. And it's very obvious, right? And it's painful on me and it's painful on him. Not pain, I have to go to the hospital, but I feel uncomfortable because I was pushing against him. Before I didn't have that feeling, it was really soft. It was just rotating and he was connecting to me. Open, close. So when you come here, I open, close, inside, I close, open, close, and I'm just up and down, not projecting him because I am not moving him. It's my connection with heaven and earth. So I show him heaven and earth, then he says, okay, he comes again. And yeah, he's a good uke, so maybe everybody goes with him, but now. But the good thing is he's focusing on me. What happens a lot if I come to you and you do the exercise? So yes, get you started. Like you practice many ukes like. Right?
Yes.
I need to take ukumi. Ooh. Oh, but there's someone here. I want to connect with him. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's. I'm here with him. I'm not thinking about whatever. I want to get it. This feeling from him. This misogi. I'm connected to him. And he can practice. He was really practicing. You feel? That's what I want to give him the experience. Yeah. Good luck. Leaning in my structure. At this moment, I'm rotating my axis. This is in fact, I rotate my underarm, and I'm here. Also, this is rotation, but I will not go into that. So he's in my, his force on me. So if I rotate my axis, he is moving. And not completely connected, because I will show you if I'm touching you, and you rotate this side. Sorry, this side. This will happen. You see, every joint is participating in this movement. So I'm leaning on you, and he turns. See? Every joint. And now look at him. Lean in my structure. See, this joint gives in more than that something is happening here. So everything is leaning in me, very relaxedly. You give this away, and here is nothing happening. This one is not rotated. Look at my hip. And you rotate in this direction. See, my hip has to move. There's no other option because my arm is like this. I'm not lifting up my arm like this. It's too dangerous. Yes, and you step in. It's just continuing this movement and Shivanak and then rotate, please. So that's one. And now I'll show you also with holding this hand. This rotation is also happening. So if you connect everything, you lean into me, and I rotate my axis and my arm. And yeah, it's good you try now everything, not too much, don't overact, just let it happen, whatever happens. That's just enough. Even less, and relax your knee, your hip, your ankle. Yes. I can step in. So he comes in. there's no pushing into me. You feel it? You cave your arm just like this. It's okay, I take it. Give your whole body, everything. Yes. Is that enough to practice? So if it's a bit faster, he comes, and then I just rotate this movement there. So now he was an uke, come again like this, an uke that passes me. So that's not good, right? You remember? Please, please. I'm here, yes. And now, again, he comes and I rotate this direction. Well, and now you know the car with the zone that's crushed. Did you see it happen? He came and yeah, so keep the extension. Yes. I'll show you back onto you. You make this rotation. Okay. And okay. Again, I don't come like this. Like this, my eye, and then I'm working with it. You come. Oh, yes. Other side. Rotate your X, right? You're pushing on my arm. I'm leaning in your axis, you rotate. Yes, that's it. Yes. You feel? Oh, that's it. Now for richting het eind en at the end we can just combine everything. So dat kosadori. So much to explore. So in the beginning it was simple, it was one X, one direction, and then two. And now there are many directions, and stay connected. And it's different, huh? And this is Aikido. This is daily life. It's not one thing. But if you understand that and you practice that, yeah, you have some basic principle to work with. And I cannot wait to continue tomorrow to go deeper into it. We were just playing with it a little bit, Thomas and me, like what we're just doing. And just to give you the example so your brain can digest it tonight. Don't think about it, and tomorrow it's done. So it's like in the cooker. So if you come, for example, with Yonkyo, you know, Yonkyo, someone is playing with Yonkyo ever in your Aikido life? Yes, everyone. Okay, yes. So like, Yonkyo, but we have a structure, this is really soft. Look, when I let it down, immediately it just falls down like natural movement. No, it was stiff like this, right? It's very soft. But if his mind connects to me and I rotate, see, there's an effect on him. Of course, it's tempting to move him and then take him with me, It's not working exactly. And then I can take pain in it. It's like this is not Aikido. You start to growl and then more, and then Eric is but it's soft. You know, you see, because I did it, now it's also harder because something triggered his spike to the. So he's soft, connected to me, and on my axis, on my body. So if I rotate my body, this should be rotating more also. It's not rotate more. Yes. If you hold me, but this is really soft like this. So I'm not leaning into him anymore. Tomorrow we will go into this. It's my awareness is going there. If he rotates his thing, I'm going here. Nothing will change my inner structure. I'm really balanced. I'm not like this. If you do it again, this, or this, what you just did, like continue. Here it stops, and in my back it's hurting. So I'm complete. I'm really soft, and you lift up. I have this connection anyway. If he just relaxes down, I will go there. Just you don't kill, like really, boom, let it drop down. No problem. He doesn't have to force me into Yonkyo or force into Sankyo or, right? So yeah, that's think about tomorrow. But sometimes I'm even touching, and this touch is enough. Then you can feel the rotation of the other one, what you do. But softly just holding. I'm flexible. Not like this. This. Everything moves. Connect. Not complete. Go down. You do anything like that. You just maintain the structure. It's a nice feeling if you just connect it like that. Right? So I don't need a group, just by myself. Maybe playing with it.